Hi friends, Namaskaram. This is Seshadri. Thanks for watching my videos and subscribing my channel. This is HR channel and please ensure the bell button is pressed so that you will receive all the notification. Today we will see some of the points mentioned in the FTE. What is FTE? Fixed term employment. Hope for the past 2 years this has been discussed, as well as media also giving more hype for this term. Is it new? Let us see. Fixed term employment. Definitely this is not a new. If you are going through Industrial Dispute Act 1947 section 200, which is giving the definition for retrenchment, and it says under say subsection BB, which is not a retrenchment. Which one is not a retrenchment? In case non-renewal of contract or contract of employment between the employer and the workman concerned on its expiry. If the employee is separated, that is not a retrenchment. This is not directly saying the fixed term employment, but still this is fixed term employment only. When the termination is not treated as retrenchment by the way of written contract between the employer and the employee. So the same thing is mentioned in the FTE. So to understand fixed term employment, we need to understand Industrial Employment Standing Orders Act 1946, at least few points. So what is standing orders? Hope everyone know. This is a common conditions across the country. If you want to run the industry, we should have a set of rules what is applicable for the industry. Standing orders is two types. One is certified standing orders, another one is model standing orders. If the terms and conditions of the employment as well as the classification of work, what are all the rules set out in the Standing Orders Act? If you are making to your own industry and getting approval from the appropriate government, then that is called a certified standing order. If you are not getting the certification particularly for your company, then it is a model standing order is applicable, which is stated in the Standing Orders Act. Let us see the provisions. What are all the things mentioned in the standing order? It is classification of workmen, that is whether he is a permanent, temporary, apprentice, probation, badlis, like that classification of workmen and their working hours, holidays, procedures for applying leave, shift pattern, attendance, late coming. These are all things. In addition to that, what are all the misconducts, how the punishment will be, how the disciplinary procedures is followed by domestic inquiry, etc. So these are all the things mentioned in the standing order. There are 3 schedules available in the standing order. Schedule 1 deals with the rules of other than coal mines, and Schedule 1A is particularly for coal mines, and 1B is the additional items for all industries mentioned. In this Industrial Employment Standing Orders Act 2018, an amendment has come. By the way, this amendment brought fixed term employment to all the industries. Before that, in 2016, it was applicable to the only apparel manufacturing sector. In 2018, the apparel manufacturing sector, that wording has removed. By the way, it has become applicable to all the industry. In this, what we should understand? First, we should understand what is fixed term employment workman. Who is fixed term employment workman? If any written agreement, contract between the employer and the employee for a fixed period is there, those people are called as a fixed term employment workman. So for them, what are all the allowances, wages, everything should be mentioned, and it should not be lesser than the permanent workman. This is very, very important. And all statutory benefits available to the permanent workman proportionately according to the period of service rendered by him, even if the period of employment does not extend the qualifying period. For example, we can take gratuity. For gratuity, minimum 5 years is the qualifying period. If fixed term employee works for 3 years, then also he will get the gratuity. This is the meaning of this term. And another thing we should know, under Industrial Dispute Act, the termination of employment will not be applicable for fixed term employee because this employment itself for a fixed period. When the contract is not renewed, then it will not comes under the retrenchment. At the same time, in case if you want to remove or terminate the employee before the contract period, then you have to follow Industrial Dispute Act. Another amazing thing is under rule 3A, it is clearly saying we cannot convert the positions or post of the permanent workman to FTE. So we should be very, very clear. We cannot engage the people for the permanent position. That is perennial position we cannot engage. So in nutshell, if you see, what are all the things we should know under FTE? So it is a fixed period. Benefit should not be lesser than the permanent workman. And all statutory benefits he will be getting even without any qualifying period also. So proportionately he will be paid. Our Labor and Employment Minister clearly says when the 2018 amendment was brought, what is the purpose of this amendment, why it has brought to the all the sector.
ना आप ध्यान करें कि कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लेबर रिहेबिलिटेशन एक्ट 1970 में आया था, और अगर ध्यान करें कि इसमें काम करने वालों की संख्या लगातार बढ़ रही थी, जबकि शुरू में सोचा गया था कि ये धीरे धीरे ख़त्म हो जाएगा। पर यहाँ एक बात सामने आई कि एक तो इसकी निरंतरता बनी रही और इनका आउटपुट भी अच्छा रहा। तो पर सरकार ने सोचा कि अब ऐसे कामों की संख्या बढ़ रही है जो फिक्स टर्म के हिसाब से काम होते हैं। जैसे इस समय जितने भी काम हो रहे हैं, चाहे सड़क के काम हो रहे हों, चाहे रेल के काम हो रहे हैं, चाहे एयरपोर्ट के काम हो रहे हों, ये एक पक्की श्रेणी के काम नहीं है कि वास्तव में हमें पता लगे कि हम निश्चित समय के लिए हैं और मीडिएटर इसमें नहीं है। खास बात यह है कि मध्यस्थता की एक कमी हो जाएगी इसमें, ऐसा मुझे लगता है।
He says around 40 crores of people, day by day it is there in contract and day by day it is increasing. To provide all the statutory benefit to them, we by the way of amending this law for fixed term employment, we can hire directly without any mediator. So mediator is avoided. By the way, he will get all the benefit. The workman will get them. Okay. Now we will come to the new codes. What it says in new codes about FTE, whether it is mentioned? Yes, it is mentioned. You can see on Social Security Code under section 2 of 34, fixed term employment means that is a engagement of an employee on the basis of written contract of employment for a fixed period. Same thing, whatever earlier existing now, the same thing is mentioned in the Social Security Code also. And another Industrial Relation Code, it elaborates whatever the things we have seen now, the same thing is mentioned in the Industrial Relation Code. The fixed term employment, what is fixed term employment? That is a written contract, anybody is appointed for a fixed period. And his hours of working, wages, allowance, those things should not be lesser than the permanent workman. And all the statutory benefits is eligible, including gratuity, without considering the qualifying period. These are also mentioned in the Industrial Relation Code for fixed term employment. And in ZH, 2 of ZH means the termination by the employer of the service of the workman for any reason whatsoever, otherwise than as a punishment inflicted by the way of disciplinary action, but does not include termination of service of the worker as a result of completion of tenure of a fixed term employment. Same thing. In case the fixed term completes, if it is the contract is not renewed, then it is not a retrenchment. Earlier, whatever the existing in the 2018 amendment, same thing brought in the Industrial Relation Code also. These are all the things what we have to understand. So the concept we should understand clearly, because in the 2 years we were discussing very elaborately, and many people are thinking we can appoint anybody, hire and fire like that under fixed term employment. Definitely this is not true. Concept is only this applicable for seasonal job, non-perennial job, or any projects. In some of the organization, they will be having the project for a few years. That is, for one project they will hire only for 2 years. That project will go. After that, that project will not come. That time, what you will do for 2 years? How you will get the employee? So, if you are hiring under fixed term employment, he will get all the statutory benefits, as well as we can terminate, or we after that period we need not to renew or give the continuous employment. So, another example, maternity leave. If somebody is going for that 8 to 9 months or 6 months, whatever the period, so you cannot hire another employee. That time you can appoint the employee under fixed term employment. We should understand the concept, and we should understand some of the point in Industrial Dispute Act also. So it is clearly saying 25H of ID Act, under retrenchment we should not take some other employee. For example, if you are having, if under fixed term employment, one person you appointed, and after the period of either it is 1 year or 2 years, you removed him, then appointed another person for the same job. Is it okay? Definitely not, because the position is continuing. There itself you are becoming a wrong. Another one, even if you are removing any people for non-availability of work, then when you are hiring, you have to hire the retrenched employee first. And also under 25G, you have to follow last in first, not in first out. This also will become wrong. Another, you can see in 1970, I hope, State Bank case, the Justice Krishna clearly defined, if an employee works for a 240 days, 240 days means actual payment days, in a year, we cannot terminate without following the procedure. That is the Industrial Dispute Act. What are the disciplinary procedure is that without following, you cannot terminate. This also mentioned in the 25 FFA. So we should consider this also. Another one thing, if the strength is more than 100, we cannot retrench the people without appropriate government's approval. Considering these points, we should be very, very careful on appointment of fixed term employees, as well as we should understand and give proper feedback to the management so that industry will run peacefully without any disturbance. On-call HR services providing recruitment, training, temporary staffing, manpower, compliance, legal or statutory compliance, everything. Payroll also we are taking care. So anything if you require, please contact us. If you want to ask any questions, please comment in the box. Please circulate. And thanks for watching. We'll come back with another subject shortly. Thank you.